Welcome to Squiz Kid Science Shorts, the show where we take your big curly questions and unpack the science stories everyone's talking about. Break them down into snack-sized, science-powered answers. We sort the fact from the fluff, keep it fun, keep it fast, and whether it's happening in your body, your backyard, or the big wide universe, we're here to explain the science behind the headlines. Have you ever noticed how a storm can turn a bright sunny afternoon into a dark rumbling sky in just minutes? This question comes in from 9-year-old Clancy from Lindfield, who wants to know, what causes thunder and lightning? Let's start even earlier than lightning. What exactly is a cloud?
Huh?
Well, clouds are made of tiny droplets of water and ice crystals floating in the air. Most clouds are pretty chill, but storm clouds, well, that's a different story. They're called cumulonimbus clouds, towering giants that can stretch 10 kilometres high.
Whoa.
Inside them, powerful winds are racing up and down, tossing water droplets and ice around, and that's when things get electric. All those collisions strip itty-bitty charged particles called electrons off atoms. So inside the cloud, the top becomes positively charged and the bottom becomes negatively charged. Meanwhile, those negative charges in the clouds push electrons in the ground away, leaving the ground surface positively charged. That push comes from the electromagnetic force, which is one of the basic forces that shapes how our universe works. And if you know the old saying, opposites attract, eventually... That's lightning. A giant spark of electricity jumps through the air. That lightning bolt is so powerful that it turns the air into something called plasma, the fourth state of matter. Not solid, not liquid, not gas, but a supercharged glowing mix where electrons are flying free. Now, what about thunder? Well, lightning heats the air to about 30,000 degrees in a split second. That makes the air expand so fast that it creates a shockwave. Thunder is that wave travelling through the air. That's why it can be so loud. It's the literal sound of air being shoved aside at incredible speeds. And if it rumbles, that's the sound bouncing around off clouds, hills and buildings, stretching into a long, rolling growl. Here's a handy storm trick. Count the seconds between lightning and thunder, and for each second you count, the lightning was about 300 metres further away. So if you're caught in a storm, head indoors or into your car, stay away from trees, water and metal, and don't stand out in the open. And here's a big one, if your hair ever starts to stand on end, that means the air around you is charged and lightning could strike very soon. That's your cue to move immediately to safety. Stay dry and watch and listen to the power of nature. Had fun? Follow the show, drop us a 5-star review and tell us what you want to know next. Leave your questions in the comments or email me at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au and you might just hear your answer right here on next week's Squiz Kids Science Shorts.